Hey guys, I don't really do mail with Megz anymore, partly because I just don't shop as much as I used to. But we got 3 packages today. So I thought, why don't we open them up together? 2 of them are going to be for traveling. So we will be using these. Oh, lovely. I just cut into the item, I believe so. Well, item is still usable, but cut with caution. These are 2 of these items are travel items. So all right, here's the first one. Look how pretty that is. You guys know what it is? Any guesses? So I wanted to get this one because it's completely flat, and then once you get to your hotel, you snap all the sides, including the side the side that my knife cut right here, which is not bad. It's still perfectly usable, and I will still use it. And then it's a little bowl that you put your keys, your phone, your wallet, your jewelry, everything goes in here. Hotel key. And nothing will fall out or get lost or fall behind a dresser or anything. And I have been wanting one of these for a long time. The ones that I've seen like locally and stuff are like handmade leather ones. And I'm just like, I can't see spending that much. But this one was super cheap. I got it off of eBay. So they have all different kinds of designs. And then the whole idea is that it folds flat in your luggage. I'm going to be very careful opening this up. Apparently I'm a little crazy when it comes to knives. I seen this. I was watching a girl on YouTube. I cannot remember her name, or her channel name. But she had these. There's tons of them in here too. Tons of different styles. They're called toiletry sleeves. And I don't have anything on hand. Wait, I do. So basically, if this, let's say this was shampoo or something, you would take the sleeve and it can fit any bottle shape. I bet you can even go down further. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do. Yeah, okay, that actually, I was wondering if it would actually keep that shape or if it would just like slide right off. And it seems like it did keep that shape. And then you can just roll it right off like a condom. That's what it looks like. A little top hat. But they're all different shapes and sizes. It came with a couple different types. This one's a little bit different. Ooh, these would be good like stocking stuffer, Christmas things. This one has a little handle, and it's a different brand or different design, I think. So we'll see. I'm hoping we can put these all on our toiletries, because I don't know, guys. The way that we carry our toiletries now, it's just too much. We just have way too many toiletries, and everything has to be upright, so then the container we take is too much, and I wanted to downsize that part of our travel experience. So we recently we've been slowly buying like travel size. Go ahead and open this one. It's from Hollow Taco. Recently got travel size like Bath and Body Works stuff, and we're just reusing those containers. So now that I have one of everything travel size, I will just reuse the containers. This is what I got. I just got 2 items, and it came with a free magnet. I mainly went because I needed the clear coat. This is my favorite nail polish ever. It's Hollow Taco. She is a fellow YouTuber. I used to watch her from day one. She is kind of one of those like smart ass people. And so she would do like nail polish trends, and I love her sense of humor. Absolutely love her sense of humor. She is so funny. And I love that she always did her own thing. She's not your typical influencer. And then a couple years ago, I think, recently, she came out with her own nail polish line, and it has been a huge success. This is the magnetic nail polish, and it comes with a free magnet. And so then you can make, see that line? I can make a design in it. And then this side is a circle, so we'll see if a circle comes up. Camera's not doing it justice, you guys. But it's magnetic, and It's what I have on now, the purple magnetic. Again, the camera's not doing it justice, but yeah. She came out with her own nail polish line a while ago. It did really good. And so she has this been grinding. She's doing her own thing. She's doing great. And so not only is it my favorite nail polish because of the content of it, like the way, the formula, because of the formula, the consistency, the way that it dries fast, the way that this, oh my gosh, this top coat legit like will dry anything pretty fast after you put that on. Then it dries. The formula, the way that it paints on, it's by far my favorite nail polish because of the formation, the formula, the shape of the bottle, that, all that. But also I love that I get to support a businesswoman who is, you know, just doing her own thing. She's not some big CEO corporate, you know, like Walmart brand nail polish where, you know, who knows where that money's going for. I know this is going towards her career and she's continuing to make more nail polish, so it's really awesome. But I go through the clear stuff like crazy, and I had to get two because I was like, well, if I'm paying shipping, then I might as well. And she has this reward program, so you can get like free nail polishes every so often, so that's why I did that. But yeah, this is gonna, I'm mostly excited for this because when I get to the hotel, we can just throw everything in and then not have to worry. Fits quite a bit. And then I am really curious to try these because I want to take a cosmetic, the train case that we have, and I want the items to lay down in it. I don't want to have to worry about it spilling, so I am excited for these. I can already tell you now DC's going to fight me for the blue ones. But it looks like there's some orange in here too. So I'll probably do orange and black for Halloween. Yeah. I'm excited to try these. We'll see if they actually work or not. DC is up in the attic. We're pulling stuff down. This is what we have found so far. And none of the boxes are labeled. There was a Santa Claus up there. So we gotta open these all up. Yeah. And DC, you said there's at least like 10 more things up there.
Easily more than 10.
More than 10?
But at least 5 boxes that I can see.
I'll bring them all down.
Hey guys, you're reaching the end of the November vlog, and yes, I'm very, very sick. I wanted to make a quick video here kind of updating how November went because of the lack of videos that I got, and also kind of go over a pretty big event that happened this month for us. I started doing these monthly vlogs for myself, not for entertainment, because I wanted to be able to go back and watch them. I started doing these weekly vlogs when I first started my channel and monthly vlogs back before I had like no subscribers. It was just like friends and that had like I lived by or knew or something online that we just kind of kept in touch. And then it did kind of grow into something else, but it's really nice to have these like memorial type, like almost like a moment in time permanently. And so I kind of want to update, or I guess reiterate, what happened in November. Also, part of it is for me so I can go back and watch someday, but also because there's so many more people invested now. It's not just my 5 friends online. We have a whole community together. We have created this Juggalo family friend community online that we can be there for each other. And I know that a lot of people who watch us online are very involved in our lives, and honestly, some of y'all know more about us than some of our family does. Like, some of you guys are more involved, you know more personal stuff about us than even our family does. So I wanted to like update y'all on what happened in November. It was pretty rough month. And me and DC are going to do a more in-depth talk. We want to do a podcast, post-Thanksgiving podcast, when we're ready. So this is going to be a brief overview because my goal is to not cry in this video because we lost our dog. Yeah, so November was pretty busy. Our dog, she has started to show signs from quite some time, but it's been a roller coaster. There's been so many times, I would say more than 5. We're probably looking at like 10 times where we thought this is it and we say our goodbyes, but then she always pulls out of it. So November itself was just a tough month. It started off with my dad's chemo treatment and just not getting the results that we wanted. As far as the update I have from that, all I have is that it's not shrinking. We don't know if the chemo is not working or not. They basically told us that, they gave him a break. They gave him a couple weeks off of chemo. And then a few days ago, he went and got a scan. So we're going out to dinner tonight, even though I'm sick, because I feel like if I put this off, it's not going to happen. So I didn't get to see my dad for Thanksgiving, so we were going to go out to eat for Thanksgiving, and he's been off chemo for 2 weeks now, so he actually has an appetite. And so I told DC, my husband, I was like, I don't care how sick I am, we're going out to eat, because I don't know what the next steps will be. And if he's feeling good, and he's free, and you're free, and I'm free, and none of us have to work tonight, we're going. So we're gonna go out to Buffalo Wild Wings and have drinks and food. So that'll be nice. That'll be my Thanksgiving with my dad. But basically, it's not shrinking from what they can tell. I don't know what that means, because I feel like they should know, and they've like sent it off to other facilities and stuff, and like, I don't know, I don't really understand it other than it's not shrinking from their measurements. So he's getting another scan. He just had it a few days ago, and we get the results back, which should be his next appointment in 2 days. From what I understand, it will determine if it has not shrank at all. That means surgery, biopsy surgery. Because she said that, his doctor said, there is a possibility that it could be gone, but the cancer caused a lot of scar tissue, and that's what's showing up on the scan. I think that the shape of it would change possibly, but I mean, she's a doctor, so if it has shrunk a little bit, I think that we're going to continue chemo as long as his heart and lungs and kidneys can handle it. So it's like, I don't really know what outcome we're hoping for, because I know my dad really doesn't want to do surgery, and it would basically be a biopsy first, and then if it comes back positive, they would then do surgery. It's like, y'all should just take it out while you're there, scar tissue and all, like that's my opinion. I'm like, if we're cutting him open and going in there with probes and stuff, let's just take it out, you know what I mean? Like, they can do full gastric bypass surgery with like 3 probes, like incisions. So why can't we do that with, I don't get it, I don't understand it. I'm sure it's much more complex than I probably even realize. But that's basically the update. He's got a couple weeks off. He's detoxing from the chemo. So he's starting to kind of have a little more energy and just get to do things he enjoyed. We went to the movies, and that was nice. I could tell he was struggling in those chairs and stuff for that long. But we went to go see the movie Red One. It was pretty good. He laughed quite a bit, so that was nice. I could tell he was really struggling, and it broke my heart that he wasn't able to like truly enjoy himself, but he said he did, so I can't breathe. Sorry if that was loud. We have very much sadness around Thanksgiving. Me and DC have always hosted, and I love hosting. And last year, it just felt like our family kind of fell apart. I don't want to say that hosting got taken away from me. It was not. I mean, it was my decision to not host 2 Thanksgivings, you know. But it was without consulting me, basically like, hey, we're going to do it at this person's house. Which was fine, you know. So we went to my sister-in-law's last year. We had a great time. It was not a big deal. But then this year, we didn't get together with any family. And I kind of felt, I have really conflicted feelings, and I'm even not even sure how much to share on here. But I kind of felt like, because they're all my in-laws, that they decided not to have it at my house last year. That maybe I was a bad host, or maybe they didn't enjoy themselves and they want to do it somewhere else. And that's fine. I have no issue with that, you know. So this year I kind of felt like I didn't feel like I could offer, because it's like, y'all didn't want to come over here anyways. So I was kind of waiting for them to invite me, and nobody invited me. And it hurt so deeply that none of my family or my in-law family had invited me. I mean, these are people that we spent every holiday with since, for over 10 years. I've spent every Christmas and Thanksgiving with my in-laws for 10 years. And then, you know, and what really broke my heart was that the only person who checked on us was my great aunt. Not my aunt, my great aunt. My mom's aunt, who's like in her late 90s, was like asking if we had any Thanksgiving plans. And I said no. And she's like, will you come over here? And I was like, I might as well, because why would I sit at home and be miserable? So me and DC went over there, and we had a really good time, really good visit. It is awkward because it's all like extended family. So it's not like my cousins and my aunts and uncles that, you know, I know pretty well. It was a lot of extended family, but we still had a good visit. We were there for like 6 hours, y'all. We had 2 meals. The food was amazing. I'm so thankful that we even had somewhere to go. You know, it kind of helped ease that pain a little bit of just like missing my other family members who don't want to spend time with me. And I get it. People are busy, you know, like especially like with all my cousins. We used to be so close, and like I get it. Like now they're married and have kids and go to college and stuff, but me being the only child out of my whole family, it's hard because I don't have like brothers and sisters to lean on, or you know. So my in-laws were that, and losing them was really hard because, you know, or like, I guess the thought of losing them, like not having that anymore, just sucked, because it's like, for the first time in my life, I was like, oh, I finally get a brother, I finally get a sister. And then just not being in their life just really sucked, because then it just kind of solidifies that feeling of you never really had a brother and sister, and you're just going to be alone forever. So my whole childhood was really lonely, so I'm used to being lonely, but it sucks, you know. So it was really hard. And I just want to like let everybody know that, you know, shit happens. If you have to spend Thanksgiving alone, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's just a day. It's just another day of the year. And I seen this thing online on TikTok. It was like, girl, go get you some good food. Put on the Thanksgiving episode of Friends and just chill out at home. It does not have to be something special and amazing. And like, for instance, my dad, we didn't get to see on Thanksgiving, so we're going to go out to eat like 2 weeks later. It's December now. But whatever, you know? So that's that. I won't say any more. Maybe, you know, we'll go into more maybe on the podcast, but, and then to end it off, the day before Thanksgiving, it was Wednesday. This is partly why I think I'm sick. I didn't sleep for 2 days, like straight up. Got a couple hours of sleep and that was it. And basically our dog, she's got congestive heart failure, and her lungs started to fill up. And I have a video clip of her, like, her breathing and stuff, if anybody is, you know, curious or, you know, wants to know what to look out for, because apparently it's common with that breed. So her lungs started to fill up, And Wednesday night was really bad. We're like, oh my God, she is not going to make it. And so I was fully prepared to call my great aunt the next day and say I can't make it. Thursday was Thanksgiving, and then Friday, our friend Timmy was going to come down from Michigan. We were going to go see Clownvis together. And I was just like, she can't, I can't leave her. And I just had already kind of made up my mind that, like, I was just going to cancel all the plans. I did end up falling asleep at one point. And I woke up and she was still there. And I was like, okay. And she started to get better, like she always does. And went ahead and went to Thanksgiving. And then that night was bad again. And I was like, I can't do another night of no sleep. And I was like, this just is too much. And then she made it. Well, that next day, we had another emergency somewhere else. And to spare you guys the boring details, basically, I was outside a lot. And I think the 2 days of not getting sleep and just being stressed lowered my immune system. And then I just got really sick. So, but we ended up staying home. We didn't go see Clownvis or anything. We just spent it with her. And then she started getting better. I probably should have took her to the vet Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, but she started to get better. And then the weekend came, and then when it was Sunday, so she started to go down Wednesday night. When it was Sunday, her wheezing was getting really bad, and she was doing it all night long. Not just in intervals, but all night. And I had just kind of, in my head, was like, she's suffering at this point. Like, that's gotta be miserable. I kept thinking how here I am sick with NyQuil and cough drops, and I could elevate my pillow, and I have tissues and a humidifier, and she can't ask for any of that. She just has to deal with it, and it broke my heart. That's my best friend. That's literally my baby. She's literally my baby. We've been through so much together, and I was just like, we gotta take her to the vet. So we did. And long story short, the options were take her back home, but she's probably going to get worse and suffer. Or she'd have to go through another heart test, kidney test, and blood work. And if it all comes back that she could handle the medicine, they'd put her on about 4 or 5 different injections to start off with. And then she'd forever be on heart medicine. And even with that, the estimated, like, lifetime living with a heart failure, they said could be weeks, a couple months, 6 months tops. And I wanted to share with you guys a quote that I read online, and it was from a veterinarian, and she said, instead of waiting for the right time, when there's like, you're at that point where there's no other option, right? Instead of waiting for that right time, choose the best time. So we decided we're going to choose the best time. So my dad came over and said goodbye to her. My mom came over and said goodbye to her. And then me and DC took her to the vet. He looked at her again, and we made the decision that it was time. And we chose sedation first. And she just literally fell asleep in DC's arms. And I stroked her head and rubbed her and kissed her until she fell asleep. And then we laid her down, and then they did the euthanation shot, which stops her heartbeat. It usually takes a few minutes. It was like instant. It was like 3 seconds and her heart stopped. It was so fast. And, so I just don't want to have to clean my glasses again. I'm tired of cleaning them all day long. It was really, really fast. Like, really, really fast. And they wrapped her up. They put a little diaper thing on her. And then they wrapped her in a sheet. And then they put her in a bag. we took her home and we opened her up. She was still warm. And we had our moment. Like, me and DC had our moment with her. We allowed our other dog to come in, sniff her. She kissed her 2 different times and smelled her and would kiss. You know, it was so sweet, and it was so, like, I think she knew. Because my biggest thing was when my grandmother had 2 dogs and we had put one down. When we came home without him, the other dog just wouldn't stop searching for him. And I did not want to do that to my dog, so I let her say goodbye. And then my dad came over when we were ready. He built a little coffin for her, and we put her in that. And we buried her out in the backyard by our wishing well. And we just ordered last night a plaque for her, like with her name and everything. And we're gonna nail or screw that to the wishing well, so it will be there forever. And we're gonna put some flowers out there for her. So the yard here was her favorite place, and she loved going here. When my grandma lived here, this was her favorite yard to run and play in. So I know that that's the best place for her. It just has been really, really hard because it feels like a piece of my heart is missing. And it's my baby. We've been through everything, you know. She's my little shadow, and that's literally been the hardest part, is like looking down and not seeing her. Last night I went to feed the dogs and I just got 1 bowl instead of 2. It's really cold. It's winter here. We went to take the dogs out, and there's her little sweater on the back counter just sitting there. And last night we went to bed and it was like her little bed was empty. And they don't sleep in our bed. They always sleep in their beds. We go upstairs and we're in the bathroom, like brushing our teeth and stuff. And I come back in and Mia's missing. I'm like, where the heck is Mia? She always goes right to bed. She was in our bed. And I think she was just sad. And she wanted her mommy and daddy, you know. So we end up loving on her and we put her in her bed because we didn't want to start this bad habit, not be able to break it. We woke up this morning, and at some point last night, she left her bed and slept in her sister's bed that's gone. And she's been so mopey. Every time I look at her, she just looks sad and depressed and mopey. So hopefully she will pull out of it. I fully believe she's fully aware of what's going on. She was outside when we buried her. I think she fully knows, you know, what happened. And she's just mourning her. She's missing her sister. So we're going to leave both of the dog beds out. And then that way Mia can choose where she wants to lay. And I'm sure the one smells like her. So we're going to leave it out for her. So. And I'm just giving her lots of treats. Lots of extra treats. Treats for everything. Treats for going outside. Treats for listening. Lots of lovings, and we're going to try not to leave her alone any more than absolutely necessary. Just until we know she's okay, because she's so mopey. I feel so bad for her. My heart hurts for her, my heart hurts for my husband, and then I'm hurting too. It's really hard losing a family member. And it feels like a child, you know, that's like your baby, you know, and it's just sad. I have plans to do a memorial video eventually when I think I can bear editing it. That's going to be the problem. Just like I did with the other memorial videos, which I just like doing them because then when I'm missing them and I'm feeling sad, I can go watch it. I can like cry it out, get it out of my system, and then go on about my day. And if you don't do like YouTube videos, you can always do like a photo album in your phone, or if you don't feel comfortable like editing, you could do like a photo album or something. It's nice to have like it all in one place. I have one for both my grandmas, all the other dogs that we've lost, you know, and that way we can reminisce. And I've had to put down several dogs. I've put down dogs for other people because I didn't want to go back with the dog. And I refuse to let a dog go back by itself like that. But this was different because this was my baby. You know what I mean? It was always tough, but this was my baby, and she still is my baby. So this clip was a little longer than expected, and this video ending kind of sad, but that's basically our November. It's been pretty rough. So that's what's going on. DC is having trouble editing videos too. I have several pre-uploaded, but that's basically why the November vlog never got uploaded until now, and that's why. All the videos you're seeing are pre-recorded. I'm just pushing them forward. That way I can have some time, and DC's needing a lot of some time too. He's struggling too, getting in the right headspace, and it's hard to film videos when you're sad. So that's where we're at, but we appreciate all your guys' love and support. And I made a post on Instagram, and I want to thank everybody who just has shown love and support and who has checked on me, and I really appreciate that because I'm having trouble right now. And I want everybody to know you're not alone. If you're going through this or have gone through it, you're not alone. I'm here. The comment section can be, a safe place to show each other support. And if you're thinking about having to euthanize or are looking into that, let me know. I'm here if you have any questions. If you want an in-depth video on like what to expect, girl, I've been there, done that many times. We have lots of different experiences with that. So if you have questions or want a video or anything like live stream or something like that where you can ask questions, let me know. I'm here for you. You're not alone, and it's going to be okay. And there's people here that will support you. So don't be afraid to ask for support. And I will see you guys next time. If you have a pet, go give them a hug and kiss right now and tell them you love them. And I'll see you guys later.